For my September 2018 bullet journal setup, I'm using Prima Marketing Watercolor Confections watercolor pans. These are the classic colors. I'm also using Artist Loft Natural Hair watercolor brushes, some Sticko Ladybug stickers, and some Pigma Micron fine liners. Welcome to Peaceful Rock's journaling channel. I'm Diana, and here I am. I'm putting some water onto the paper, making it pretty wet because that way the two colors will blend together really well, and it will also stay light, which is my goal for this. So I'm adding the green at the bottom for the grass, and then at the top it's going to blend into a pale blue sky. The watercolors that I'm using, they are by Prima Marketing, and they're pretty high quality and highly pigmented. So you get these really bright, intense, smooth colors that really, they blend so well together. You'll see at the end here how well they blend together. I would say they're kind of in the middle range as far as price goes. I got these for $25 on Amazon. But you could probably get them for cheaper if you really... if you used a coupon or hunted around a little bit more than I did. For the brushes, I'm using a pretty cheap pack that I found at Michael's, the Michael's craft store. I got them for about $10. There's I think 8 or 10 brushes in there of different kinds. Some are round, some are flat, just different kinds of brushes. But because they're cheap, sometimes the bristles fall out, so if that kind of bugs you, then don't use these brushes. So here I am, I'm blow drying it really, really dry right now. And you will see that any wrinkles that were in the paper from the water come right out as soon as you blow dry it. It's like using an iron on paper. The wrinkles are completely gone. All right, the big reveal. So I'm going to pull the washi tape off the edges. And then I'm going to start adding some stickers to the paper. Okay, so here are the Sticko Ladybug stickers. I got these for, it was just a couple bucks over at Hobby Lobby. My daughter actually picked this out. She picked the theme for the month, which she chose insects. So from the insects, I just chose ladybugs on flowers as the cover page. I have always loved ladybugs, and I'm also a big, I wouldn't say I'm an entomologist, which is an insect scientist, but I really enjoy looking at insects and studying them. I think they're fascinating. So I don't really have any rhyme or reason as to where I'm putting these stickers. I'm just kind of randomly putting them in a cluster. And then I'm going to use my Pigma Micron fine liners to draw the stems onto the paper. So I'm first sketching the stems out with pencil. I wouldn't say I'm a very confident artist as far as using pen right away, so I go ahead and sketch everything out in pencil first and then go over it all with the fine liners. I know there are some artists on these YouTube channels, I watch them all the time, and they can just use their pens and somehow it doesn't look like they make any mistakes and everything just comes out looking really, really nice. But I haven't gained that confidence yet. Maybe soon, as with more practice, I'll be more confident. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and sketch everything out with my pencil first. So here I'm adding the leaves from the sticker set that I got. And down at the bottom, I'm just putting down the September calendar. Now I'm just going to use double stick tape and put it right on the paper, and there's my cover page for September. Here I'm doing a September events page. So the format I always liked is to put the dates down the middle of the page, and then have on the left hand side I put my personal events, things that happen with friends and family, and then on the right hand side I put my work events, parent meetings, just things I have to do at work, open houses. I'm a teacher, so I have a lot of school events that happen, so I like to separate that on each side of the page. So here I'm just drawing some daisies and adding some cute little ladybugs that are flying around. Here I am doing some foligraphy is what it's called. It's not calligraphy because that would be with some brush pens or nibs, or this is just with the fine liners, but you're making every downstroke just a little bit thicker to give it a foligraphy look. On the opposite page, I'm doing my one line a day. I always do this every month. It gives me a chance to just write just a little tiny short blurb about what happened every day that month. I know there is an option to do, and a lot of people choose to do 2 lines a day, but I have found that 1 line a day just keeps it nice and short and quick. And at times, I guess some days I do want to write more, but most of the time I'm okay with just the 1 line. And I went ahead and continued the same design down at the bottom of this page as on the opposite page, just to keep it consistent, a consistent look. And the 1 line a day page is a super easy page to prep. So I'm trying something new for the mood tracker this month, something I've never done before, but I've seen it on Instagram and Pinterest. And it's basically where you choose your theme object, whatever that may be, whether it be an animal or a plant or a mountain or whatever object you choose. And basically what you do is you divide it up into the 30 or 31 days of the month, and for each day you choose how you felt overall that day and you color it a certain color. So I chose my ladybug for my mood tracker this month. And I went ahead and divided it up into, since September only has 30 days, then it's easy to have 15 on each side. And so I'll do a key up at the top. So I chose 6 different colors. And so I'm going to choose some, 1 red and 2 different pinks on the left-hand side to show like the positive moods, and on the right-hand side I'll put down a few, I think 3 purples for like negative feelings, not really happy that day. So hopefully in the end I'm going to have more red and pink than I'm going to have purples. If I have a great month, we'll see. That's the fun part about keeping a mood tracker, is that you can look back and say, wow, that wasn't a good day, or, oh, that was great. I remember that day. That was awesome. I felt great. So I'm happy, productive, or an average day, which is not a bad day if it's average, just means it wasn't eventful. On the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, sick, tired, stressed, or angry. On the opposite page, I'm doing what's classically known as the brain dump, but I just call it my ideas. I just have ideas that pop in my head that it's just better to just write it down, just jot it down somewhere, and I'm just calling it ideas. But it basically is a brain dump. Down at the bottom, I'm filling out my Fitness Pal. I have to say I have really enjoyed this summer, and I've enjoyed it with food as well. I've not been keeping up with my diet, so I need to get back on that this next month. And I'm going to use my app called My Fitness Pal. Okay, so here is my weekly layout that I have been doing for quite a few months now, and it really works for me. So I basically have a very tiny calendar for the month up at the top left-hand corner. My task column goes right underneath that one, and then those red lines you see there, that's for the days of the week. Down at the bottom, I'm sketching out a sleep tracker. So that also works with my Apple Watch. And instead of doing a page for my habit tracker for the whole month, I'm going to put my habit tracker onto each weekly layout instead of a monthly layout. So here I'm doing my habit tracker. Keep track of vitamins, how much time I spend with friends and family, my water intake. I should be reading 15 minutes a day, how much sleep I'm getting, if I got my 8 hours that night, and how much time I'm spending with my husband and daughter. So here I'm separating the 7 days of the week by using a thin strip of washi tape. So on this page I'm going to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And on this page, I'm going to have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And at the bottom of the page, there's a little bit of room left so that I usually do some kind of design, some kind of drawing. I might do something with insects or put some stickers down, something like that. It just gives me room to be creative. All right, so here's a last look at the pages for September 2018 for my bullet journal. My cover page, my events page, my 1 line a day, my mood tracker, which I'm really excited to get started with, my ideas and Fitness Pal, and my weekly layout for the month. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Click on one of these new videos if you haven't seen these videos before. You can get a better idea of what my channel's about. All right, take care. Bye-bye.